Hello, this is AJ Macdonald of Macdonald Financial Services. We got Devin Jones here back in the office. He's back from being out on assignment. And we're going to talk about what happened last week economically. A couple things happened with the Fed, all-time highs on some asset groups. We'll talk a little bit about that. Jane Goodall died last week, 91 years old. So that's unfortunate. Kind of changed the way we think about chimpanzees and primates. But where should we start?
Probably the thing that happened that was the biggest deal, and that'd be the Fed shutdown. What do you think about the government shutdown?
Well, market didn't seem to care.
Market shrugged it off pretty good, didn't it?
Yep.
Which is typical.
It is typical. Generally, the week leading up to a government shutdown, markets don't do well. We've seen as big a drop as 5% in a week. So 2 weeks ago, market did have a little bit of a sell-off, not horrible, but a little bit of a sell-off. Broke our winning streak at 3 weeks in a row where the market was hitting all-time highs. Then last week, market shut down. Wednesday, no big surprise.
As typical, market kind of priced it in.
Kind of knew it was going to happen.
Shrugged off the news.
And hit all-time highs again.
Hit all-time highs again.
So. However, note for the last 20 times we've seen a government shutdown, that actually pretty typical. Longest government shutdown was during Trump's first term, 35 days. You think it'll go 35 days?
What's the over and under that at 30? What do you think? Over or under 30 days?
You know, I bet that's on FanDuel. You could probably bet that.
I bet you can, honestly.
I hope it is less than that.
Hope it's less than that as well.
Particularly our clients that work for TSA and some of the other government services that are having to go to work and not getting paid. And then we've got a lot that are actually furloughed. So just stay at home.
Stay at home, yeah. I mean, I think both sides have dug their heels in, and that's all we're going to know until they both decide they don't want to dig anymore, and they come to the table, get something done, which will happen relatively quickly, I would expect.
Hope so. They are voting on doing another temporary, just kick the can down the road.
That's pretty typical.
Almost on, I think, daily basis they're doing that vote. The problem is they need to get, I believe it's 10 Democrats to jump on board, and that hasn't happened yet.
No.
Anyway, so during Trump's last term, 35 days. I sure hope I'd like to take the under.
I would love to take the under, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not optimistic, but
no.
But again, we don't. Like I said, the last several. They happen pretty quickly as far as when they come to an agreement, and then we all know together, and then then it's ended, and everything is kind of back to normal.
Yeah.
But doesn't appear the market thinks things are out of whack completely.
No. I would agree. As of the recording that we're making today, still no nothing done.
Nothing done.
So we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Things we haven't been talking about that the market hasn't been talking about would be tariffs. So tariff with China, still that the can has been kicked down the road till sometime in November. Supposedly the TikTok deal is done. That has not been announced yet. They said it's done. Trump said that numerous times, but nothing's been announced. So those of you that love TikTok, Devin and I, we're going to start getting on TikTok we've got a little jig that we're going to do. So
can't wait.
Keep an eye out for that.
I will say on my assignment that I was on, there's a lot of TikTokers where I was at.
I believe that. Yeah. There's a lot of TikTokers everywhere, I think.
I think they're out driving the roads as we speak right now, not paying attention to
our video.
Or our video, exactly.
Other thing, because of this government shutdown, pushed price gold to all-time highs too, over $3,800.
Amazing.
Just
keeps running.
See if that continues. The cryptos, which we're not big fans of, have had a little bit of a sell-off, and not surprised. Anything else?
Well, again, markets at our all-time highs. You can look. One of the things that I guess I have been paying attention to is kind of the overall breadth, and really what that means is how many companies of the S&P 500 are actually making all-time highs? 75,
Not that many.
Not that many of them. Yeah, last month we saw the market again all-time highs, and last month we saw 75% of the overall return. 6 companies made up that 75% of the overall return last month. Yeah. So, it's not happening for every company, which means maybe October's a little bit weak. We'll see. I mean, we're certainly not looking for a sell-off of any sort, I wouldn't think, unless things really kind of go awry, like we say, with this shutdown. But
well, I guess that brings up on Friday with the government shutdown. We didn't get the new jobs report. We got the ADP jobs report that showed in September minus 32,000 jobs were created in the month of September. That's not good news.
That shows weakness. I mean, it definitely shows that side of things is pulling back, continues to pull back.
Yeah. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll get the Fed numbers on the new jobs, which are a little more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But
they tend to kind of pull away from each other too.
Yeah.
They're not spot on.
Yeah. So the last thing I think we need to talk about was end of the third quarter. So 3 quarters of the year behind us. Started the fourth quarter, so we'll get third quarter earnings should start rolling in this week. Mm-hmm. We're expecting pretty good numbers.
Again, yeah,
so
pretty good numbers.
We may end up having a pretty darn good year until we start feeling some of the pain from the tariffs.
Mm-hmm. So. Which, again, I guess we haven't talked on as well, and I'll just kind of follow up with what you're saying on ADP. Kind of puts, I mean, the Fed are still set to, I would guess, cut rates again, here this month and then in December as well. So at least it puts it on the table for them still. So
yeah, but without having, I would say they're flying a little bit blind without that economic data. So maybe we don't see a cut.
Yeah, maybe not.
Time will tell.
Maybe.
And pay attention to our videos, and you'll find out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.